Good rainy Sunday morning, Crafty Friends. Sparkle here. Say, here's my junk journal, January 2024 collaboration book. And I'm just going to show you days 19 and 20. No, we saw 19. 19 was my flip out with some add ons. And 20 is nature. So I just took a piece of decorative paper, botanical paper, and that reminded me of nature. I have a bird here and the words nature printed on some coffee dyed paper. And then I have an interactive pocket that I put in here, and it has some nature things on it. And this went with it, and it has some roses and a card that says, "You gotta nourish to flourish." And nature's all around us. And yeah, I just wanted to keep that a simple page. And then for day 21, it was called Peeking Out. So I found that I had printed this coin envelope on tracing paper. So you could open it and add some goodies. But I decided that for my peeking out, I had a file card I had made, and it's got some pockets here, hearts, things like that. There's a little key to my heart, and it says marvelous. And I thought we could put that in and let that peek out. So very simple. I just wanted to play along. My book is getting very full. I have 9 days to go. I hope I can make it. So we'll be back with this uh, tomorrow. But I just wanted to share that with you. So for today's project, I'm using a kit from Rach and Bella Crafts. It's called the Highland Winter kit. And before I cut it all up, I was just going to show you. It's got all kinds of little treasures on it. I wanted something wintry but not Christmassy, if that makes sense. So before I cut into it, I'll show you some of the pages. Very beautiful. I know, I thought they were the same, but they have different borders on the sides. Got some tabs and words, of course. Some of these I might have duplicated. But I just like some of the imagery really a lot. And it's nice and soft. There's all kinds of pockets and tags, which I printed on double-sided, and embellishments. Some ladies, kids, girls, some animals. So I'm going to, off camera, of course, I can cut into this now that I showed you just a glimmer of it. I know it's hard when you start making something and you cut into it, and then you go online and people are saying, well, what does it look like? So that's from Rach and Bella Crafts, and it's called the Highland Winter Kit. Now, what I decided to use mine for was not new to me for sure, and I've done similar, but not this one. This is my stacked envelopes on top of a file folder. Okay, so this is my prototype, and I'll just show you that for the next one that we'll make on camera here, I want to stitch on this side and this side like this, because that makes some amazing pockets in here. It holds a lot. So that's fun. And this is going to be a single signature, and you're going to tie that here with, I have seam binding. You can use tie of your choice, and this will be cut when we're done. And then this is the stacked envelopes, which you've seen, and I've done these before. I'll show you an easier way to do that. So I started covering this off camera, but then I said, no, let me come online. So I think on this video, I will show you how to construct the base, and then we could decorate it at another time. So this, the way I have it set is to flip like this, and then this will tie on here. Now, this is just twine. You could use something of your choice. You could dye this, whatever. So, once it's all stuffed, it'll be great. But I like the file sticking up. So for these, you want file folders that are, I don't need this right now. I prefer the top or bottom tabs, not the center one. And you can get 5 of these or 6 of these, a pack of these at the Dollar Tree. That's where I got these. So you want this either top or bottom, it doesn't matter. And you're just going to fold it in half. I know. And then right now I will take this to my machine. I'm just going to sew here and here because that'll keep it all together. Now you can either have the tab going this way or on mine. You open it. Mine it's going on the inside. Okay. So if you want it on the inside, you just have to reverse your folder. And then it's on the inside. But I'm going to do this one as the natural fold. So I'll be right back. So I just think the stitching is a great way to maintain your folder. And I am going to turn it because it's easier then to see that there's pockets here. Okay? So I did turn it. And yeah, I just think stitching it on the side is enough. I didn't go across the bottom. It's not necessary. This still will hold your large tags or ephemera, whatever you want to put in here. You can cut this. I didn't sew all the way up to the top in case you wanted to cut this down a little bit. Maybe cut this off. There's some options. So that's the base, okay? And then you just ink it really well. We won't do that on camera. You want to just ink everything now. I should have inked this part before I put it in here, but I could just put something between here. And just go across. And then when you ink it, that just really helps define things, okay? So I won't do that on camera, not necessary. So we have this. We have our book. Then I put in, I put these seam binding, I put that in now. Because you want to put that in before you cover it, okay? So I just took it, and I know it's 9, so I went to like 4.5, and I put a mark on the back, and then on the front, they should match. Okay, so we have our marks. And then I just took some seam binding. I don't know, probably, I'm just going to do 12 inches. I think I did too long on the other one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sure this will be fine. And I'm just going to use my double-sided tape. And I'm just going to put this across it. Now it's going to be covered with paper later on. I should put it this way. I don't want it right on the edge. Get my pokey tool. So we're going to put this guy on here. And then I'll just put a piece of tape over it. And I won't remove it at this time. I'll wait till we put our backing on. Okay. So we'll put another piece on here. And this just really will secure it inside, and then you don't have to worry about it coming out. And then we'll put another piece on top. Okay, so now we have our ties. We have our pocket, we have our ties. Okay, then for the envelopes, you want 6 envelopes of different sizes. Let's get rid of some of this now. Okay, so this is going to be your base for your envelopes. Before we put our envelopes down, I like to put a tie here. So, again, I don't know how long I need to be, but I'm just going to, 2 pieces. This is just twine. I'm going to put 1 piece here and 1 piece here on the front. I'm going to use the same spot where I put this. I know, you're going to have a lot of stuff here hanging out here, but that's okay. And then I just take a little piece of scrap paper and cover my twine. So we have that piece there. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Yeah. Now, mind you, you have already inked everything. Okay, I'll go back and do that in a little bit. We have that. And I don't go right to the edge. So then this will tie my envelopes together. Like this. I have already covered all of that with a piece of paper because I was decorating this one last night. So now you've got all your, you don't need that or that. Okay, so let's get our envelopes. So decide your envelopes. I have found the way I like to do it is to take 6 different size envelopes. And you want, like for the left, you want all the flaps on the left-hand side. So you have all your flaps here. And I like to just lay them like I think I want them. I don't want them taller than my book by a lot, okay? They can be a little bit taller. But if I don't, okay, this one's okay. And then if you want it a little shorter, you could just shorten your okay, so say I want that one like that. That's going to be on this side. So then for this side, you want to check your sizes again. I know this one's a little tall, so I'm going to just cut it. I'm not measuring. I'm just saying this is good here or whatever. I like them to be just different, a little different sizes. Okay, so I cut the bottom on that one, so I'll have to glue it because you want the flaps on the right. So let's just glue this one shut. Yeah, depending where your envelopes are going to sit, you want the flaps all on the same side. So this is the right, this is the right. This might have to be cut, we'll see. And this is the right. Now I happen to use clean envelopes this time, but I've used junk envelopes as well. So then this side is going to go here. Okay? They have to fit. They have to fit in here. So I'm just making sure that once I glue them down, they're all going to work. So they'll all work because you want it to fit in there. Okay? So what I do is I take, very simply, I just take the 3 envelopes for the left side and I position them where I want them. And then I turn over here and I will glue this one to here. I will trim this off. And put the last one on. So we have 1, 2, 3. They all flip. You're just putting the flaps together, okay? So decide where you want it, and don't put them so snug against here that they won't turn. Just leave it like a little gap here. And if you don't like anything sticking out or whatever, then when all is said and done, this will be glued on here, and then you have your flaps. This is the easiest way I found to do it. You can go in and glue down anything that that you want glued down, or you can wait till you cover it. Okay, So let's do the right side. Again, get them where you want them. Flip them over and just glue them together. Again, if you want to, you can trim this excess envelope off. Oh, not those. Those are my sewing ones. And then, okay, so I put that one on. I didn't want that one on yet. I want that one on top. So, and you can just clean up your envelopes. If you don't like something or they look weak, you can reinforce them. But these look fine to me. And now I'll put this one on. I don't always put them. I stagger them. I put them wherever I want them. And I know this one now looks a little shabby, but it's going to be fine. Because you're not going to see these. Now, if you want to put something in the window, then you can cut down here. So we might do that. Just so it's available for later. If you want to cut a hole here or here, we can do that. We'll probably wait. Now, I just want to make sure. I just want to put a dab of glue there for now. So if I put this down, and I put this down, let's see how it's going to fly. That's going to go on top. And this one goes, and this one goes, this one goes, and this one goes. Yep, it's going to be perfect. So, let's put this one down first. And get that anchored in there. Make sure everything opens. And like I said, this will be covered with designer paper later. So now we have this one. And over, but not exactly on the seam. If you want a little play there. So let's see. Let's see how these all look. Okay, down, over, down, and if you want, you can shorten this. Over, down, over. Boom. Then this will keep it tied, keep it together. Okay, and then your journal will go in here. So that's as far as I got on this one, except this one I had inked. So this one all needs to be inked. I will ink these as well. The only difference was that I did not sew here before I put my base on, so I had to glue that shut. Okay, so this is part one We can start decorating this one a little bit. I don't know. So I put a piece of base paper here. Oh, no, we need to do one more thing in Sparkle fashion. Sparkle likes to reinforce her seams. So all the seams on here, I've already added medical tape. Because this is just paper and I don't want anything coming apart, okay? So let's do that before you add any backing. Let's do that. You don't have to use this. You can use masking tape, washi tape, any tape of your choosing. But Sparkle likes her medical tape. And it's just a good practice for me. That way everything's reinforced and I don't have to worry about things falling apart that you worked so hard to create. Now you can't see the seams so well on here, but just on the edges of the envelopes here, we're just going to put this here. Yeah, I've been wanting to make one of these in a while. And I wanted to do something winter, but not Christmas. So this kit should afford me exactly what I need. Obviously, there'll be enough to make a couple of these, so this would be sweet for a Valentine, too. Yeah, I do this to all my journals, you'll find. And it doesn't bulk up. It's better than washi tape for me because it doesn't need extra glue. And you could stamp on this as well, so you can get a pattern stamp and stamp. Let's try that real quick. Oh, let's see. Something with words, maybe. Oh, here's just a swirly one. And I don't mind because we're going to cover that, but I'm just showing you that you can stamp on it. Okay? So, that works. Lots of ideas to make your crafting enjoyable and customize it. Like this is something Sparkle does. You might not want to take the time to do that, but to me, it really matters in the long run that my journals last. Sometimes you gotta maybe clip an end off. So everything lays flat. There's no bulk. Let's see, this one needs a little. Okay, let's just glue this whole envelope down here. I might make a side tuck, I'm not sure. So there you go. You could also make the same thing if you didn't have. Oops, I cut that too short. If you didn't have a file folder, you could take a large manila envelope and do the same thing. Yep, yep, you can. So I'll show you that in a second. I'm just trimming. I don't know why it's not coming off. Probably because it's off on my scissors. Okay, so I'm not gonna punch holes or cut until I decorate, and then I'll see what I want to do. But you can add as many folds or envelopes as you'd like, but 6 is a good number for me, so I'm going to stick with that. Okay, so again, this has to be inked, and then you could start covering it with your papers. Okay, let's see. Okay, these are also from the Dollar Tree, and they're the 9 by 12. You could take this, fold it in half, keep your flap, and it's the same size, basically, as your file folder. And if you just wanted this thicker, you could add a piece of backing in here of the right size and just glue that in there. Okay? But I don't think it really needs it because you're going to have layers. But yes, if you don't have a file folder, you can use your manila envelope. So my friends, that is all I have today. I need to go and cut my kit, my beautiful kit. Now that you've all seen it, I will go and cut into it, decide which pages I want where, and maybe I'll come back after I've cut things out and we could have a visit while we decorate my books. So thanks for stopping by. Have a beautiful day. Stop and smell the raindrops. That's what I'm going to do. I want to take the dog for a walk before I go to worship service, but I don't think that's going to happen. So have a blessed, beautiful day, my friends. Bye.